Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Door Shutter, coming back to you with a brand new episode of Craftoria. And I did not mention this last episode, but we have a new feature with Apotheosis, with Craftoria in general, where anytime an Apotheosis mob spawns, they actually will not ignore you. They will run directly at you. So we're going to have to deal with this in a way, because I don't like putting doors on my buildings that much, because I just like to be able to run in and out and all of that stuff. And so we're going to deal with that. And the way we're going to do that is with the mod Glass Essentials. So we have what is called Ethereal Glass, and I'll probably need to make up some more of this for the other building, the MI building. So let's just go ahead and make up some. We're just going to place this right here. So this allows for us to go through it. As this said, not solid to players, but it's solid to everything else. So if we're in that building, we will be secure. It's not the prettiest, but it will protect us, and that is what I really care about. So let's just get it placed down here, because I just keep getting swarmed by them while I'm trying to do other things, and it really does not help. Oh, there's actually an ethereal glass door. There's new stuff. I actually didn't even notice this. That's interesting. So there is a whole bunch of newer stuff. You could actually make doors and stuff now. Interesting. I don't really want to make the doors or anything, but that's just really nice to know that there's other options too now. But this is Glass Essentials Renewed. The original mod Glass Essentials just added the glass types and nothing really else. So seeing that they've added their own kind of spin on this is pretty cool. So let's go back over here, because I'm actually working on something real fast. And I have been working on clearing out another catacombs. And so I have done that. I just got back. So as you can see, we've got a lot of Apotheosis stuff. All of this, every single piece of these is Apotheosis items. Most of these are the gray tier or the lowest tier possible, but some of them are like blue tier. I think blue's the highest I can get with being in the overworld, so that is pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, just a whole bunch. There's actually one that is not Apotheosis in there. Okay. Yeah, we even got some diamond stuff. And this is one, and this is not, I don't think. I think this is actually just a renamed item armor that I found. So, but we will try that later down the line. I've just been kind of organizing a lot of this stuff, because we've got tons of relics, tons of this, and it's just absolutely insane. So, another thing, I have the ability to get the familiar stuff from irons. So I want to look at this. So we've got the Druidic Tome, which is what we're about to craft here. So I did finally get one rotten spellbook. I basically cleared out the entire second catacomb. The very last chest I looked at had this in here. So it was very lucky, a very low draw to get that. But yes, let's pick that bad boy up. And that is awesome. So if we kept this, 10% nature spell power, 200 plus mana, it's a really good spell book, but we're not going to keep this. We are going to make the familiar tome, and it looks like we'll need to make some arcane cloth. Of course, we've got more arcane stuff as well. The what is that? The arcane essence. We had plenty of that because I've been picking it up as well. So with this, what do we do? Do we need a familiar bed too? We may as well just make one. Ooh, do we not have the ability to make a pedestal? How do you get an irons pedestal? Irons pedestal. Do I still have this location available? Did I miss one? Maybe? Okay, I would turned around, and I walked down the stairs, and I turned around, and I was like, hey, what's this? It's a pedestal. I actually could not find any information on these, so finding them at the catacombs, under these campfires, that's the only spot that I think I've seen these at. Because I've seen them, I knew I saw them, just didn't know where. Because I don't think anywhere else in this entire dungeon is there another pedestal. So you get 2 pedestals per catacomb, from what I've seen. So there's the familiar bed. So we're going to slash home again. And we are going to get this going. I don't know how this works. Genuinely no idea. We may fail at this, but that's fine. But there should be a mob imprisonment tool. I have put him over in the house. So we're going to put him down. I'm going to right click maybe. Let's empty my hand. Can I put this down here? Will he So how does this work? because I'm not able to click on him. Okay, so looking at this, Arcane Essence is needed. This is from the mod page. Okay, so we have tamed him. Now we can right-click him with the familiar tome, and then I could put him here. That is so cute. He's sleeping. Is he backwards, though? No, he's not backwards, but he's just sleeping. So I can unleash him. So he's like a pet. So do these pets die? That's the next question. Let me look. These familiars can be teleported by using familiar tome. So if I go away, can I just right-click in the air, maybe? Or is that wrong? I'd assume these guys are like pets. Huh. So do we need to get in combat with him to see what happens? Or does he do even combat? I don't even know. Let's see what happens. I don't even know if he fights things, honestly. Does he fight anything? I'm gonna, like, punch this guy. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Oh, look at that. Oh, that was cool. Hold on. I'll punch another one. Oh, he's got, like, different spells, even. That is so cool. Get him. Yeah. That's so awesome. Get him. Just the fact that he, like, blasts them away. He gonna get him. He gonna get him. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool. I really want to know what the other guys do now, too. I really do, because this is pretty nifty. Also, these guys, the blazes have really low health, so it's not like this guy's super strong, at least from what I can tell, because the blazes have, like, 2 hearts by default, because the spawner's got dripstone attached to it. We're gonna punch. Man, I like that ball, lightning ball, because it reflects. You can see the apotheosis boss. He running towards me. They don't really aggro against him either. I mean, I guess they don't really have an opportunity to aggro against him because he just kind of kills them in one hit, but okay. That's some pretty good stuff. I'm not going to lie. That is pretty cool. Okay. All right. Let's go back home and let's stop sidetracking and let's go back to Modern Industrialization. I just thought that would be a pretty cool mod to look into overall because it's just it's a nifty little thing, right? Yeah, that's pretty nifty. Pretty nifty indeed. All right. Modern Industrialization time. Alrighty, so we're going to get into doing some things here. So first things first, we're going to get all of these rubber sheets out of here, and we're going to grab ender chests. I've already grabbed 2 of them. They are currently on the white configuration, as you can see here. We're going to change that because I don't want that to be the case. Actually, I want to grab... Do I have any black dye? I do not have any black dye, so we will go with, let's say, pink. I know I picked up plenty of pink flowers. So we're going to say on the far right, we're going to do just right-click, pink, pink, and that is fantastic. So whenever you open this chest will open on the left. Cool? So basically what happens is this frequency, I can see this spruce iron barrel on either chest. Now if I were to change this back to white, for example, let me just do this as a demonstration. Oh, actually I already have white dye. Perfect. I can then right-click on this one, and now these are not linked, right? So this one means I can have another white chest over, you know, there, and use this one alongside it. So now if I swap this, of course I'll be able to see that iron barrel. So I hope that makes sense. I think there's also some other stuff you can do with these, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, if you do this, this is technically a different frequency than this. And I actually don't think there's a way to remove the diamond, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. I don't think it's like a piece of gold or nothing. Let me see if there's a way to actually turn this off. But basically, it just makes it player specific, as you can see right there. So let me bring it back. Okay, I actually don't see a way to remove this. So we're gonna take this chest. We're gonna throw it in the system for now. And we're just gonna make another ender chest. My bad. I did not know you could not remove that. I thought there was a way, but I don't see a way, and I couldn't find a way to do it. So we're just gonna make a new one. And we're just going to move on. Because that is A-okay. Also, I've got like 3 Apotheosis bosses standing outside trying to get at me. But that's also okay. So, with this ender chest, we're going to plop this down right here. We're going to go /home so we can actually kind of avoid these guys for a little bit. At least enough to get away. There's a 4th one? Chimney Christmas, man. This blood moon's crazy. Okay, and then we can go downstairs, and we can, I think right where this is. Let's see. See if we can do this a little smarter. Let's grab a chest. This oak iron chest will work. And we're going to do... Nope, not the steel wire mill. That's not what I need. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay. And we're just going to grab a pipe. And we're going to transfer out of these. I need to configure this one to change. Output front. And then grab a pipe wrench. Not do that. Gotta hit like this very small spot. What is happening? Is this what this means by that they wouldn't work with mechanism or whatever? Let me pop this off real quick. I just think it's a visual bug. Yeah, it looks like there's a visual bug or something with that. Okay, so we're still getting sugarcane. We're getting all of that. And then we can grab pipes. Let's just grab a couple of these upgrades. Just to make sure we're going full speed ahead. And then that means whenever I get any more stuff in here, right, it's just going to automatically go into the system, which is fantastic. So let's also make sure we're stocked up on coal, which of course we can do a system for that as well if we wanted to. Get like a chest or something over here. Okay, I'm going to have to take care of these guys. Man, there is... How many is that? 4? Yeah, that is 4. Okay, I want to kill this guy first. I don't want to get hit by these guys because it is going to hurt if I do. Efficiency 4, Fortune 3 on a stone pickaxe. That is nuts. Okay, let me go quickly put this away. Alright, so that should be rubber sheets. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to get the steel wire mill placed down. And this should now get steam in there. And then we are going to look at the next kind of thing we need to do, which is getting into the electrical age. So this is going to require copper wire, which is why we set this down. So we're going to need some copper plates. And realistically, we really need to get a method of... Ooh, that is a lovely MI sound again. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're basically going to have to do a lot of automating these machines. The problem is it's just steam. I don't want to automate a steam machine, but I think that's probably the best idea because we're going to really, really need to soon. And I don't know, what is the recipes for wire mill? What do we do with this? I typed in wireless. Wire mill. What can this be used for? So it just looks like fine wire and copper and just like types of wire. So fine wire and normal wire. Okay. So let's... I mean, I almost have everything I need for the ring. Which I think is in my mechanism backpack. So if we wanted to, we could do this. It wouldn't be difficult. All I've got to do is turn on crafting, because I forgot that turned off for some reason. And get 8 of these. Get 1 of these. And realistically, I mean, this is not the most effective way to do wireless, but it's one of the ways we could automate this enough to get this to be like a little bit quicker on us. So we may as well just do it. So we'll grab that ring, we'll go downstairs, and we'll do this ring. There's a lot more that I want to do before we really go full out automation, which we're going to do automating everything all at one go, in a sense. So basically, you put in, for example, like a bending, we want a bent plate, whatever they're called. What are they called? So like these plates here. So say we wanted one of these, let's look at bronze. We would then go from the plate, so one bending machine into a compressor. So compressor, bending machine, output, right? Instead of just doing like send it to this machine, it would be a full line. You put one ingot in, you get the bending plate out, if that makes sense. That's how I want to go about automating this stuff more than anything else. So we're going to get this ring placed down right here. And we're going to get this placed down. And then we're going to dense cable this. Oh, I don't have any string. Let me go harvest up my field real quick. Just this side here. Okay. Dense cable. And then we'll need some anchors. And we could probably P2P this as well, but I'm not going to. Let's actually... And I don't think it connects on the corners, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay. So then now we just need to get a singularity and go blow this up. So TNT. We got tiny TNT, and then a flint and steel, and ender pearl dust. Okay. And of course, this will make a small hole, but that is a-okay. Turn off the magnet. So this. Okay. And that is the quantum entangled singularity. So we're going to go put this down there and put this over here. So let me be right back. Okay, so we're not going to make this look too pretty, but that is a-okay here. I think what we could do, because we're going to kind of do this like we would do a normal machine line, which is not how you're supposed to do this at all, but we're going to do it. And we're going to grab some pattern providers. Pattern providers. How many machines are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go for 4. The reason I'm going to say 4 is because there's one machine that's not going to really be automatable for now, which is this one right here, the mixer. We may also say this one's not really automatable either. And we may take the barrel away. Because, of course, the cutting machine is used for rods and stuff. But we don't have, like, a source of lubricant. Unless we did. We could do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Cardboard box. Actually, no. Because we need the mixer. But I need to pick this up. Can I get rid of the water? Okay, that got rid of the water and the steam, which is not really great, but that's okay. Let's get this machine picked up too. And I don't want to get rid of the lubricant, so we're going to do it this way. And let's just set this down and this down for a second. Just get it out of my inventory. And let's move these guys over. And we're going to turn back my magnet. Okay. And we're just going to shuffle this over. So this pipe, barrel, and then this last machine. Dang it, I just missed like 3 times. Goodness gracious. Okay, pick this guy up. And this way we're not wasting steam, by the way. It's the only reason I'm really using the cardboard boxes here, so we're not just wasting a whole bunch of coal. Okay. So then we're going to do auto eject just like that. And then, so for these machines, we're going to put them on the very end. We're going to grab what is called an ender tank. And with this ender tank, we're going to be able to move this creosote fluid without really having too many hassles. So we can just do... I think we're going to have to do a pipe into this, because I don't think we'll be able to do what I normally would, which is put this on the bottom. Or put it on like a side where we can actually extract. So just like this. And we've just set it to white, which is fine. And get it a little bit quicker. There we go. And let's make our second ender tank. So that was on the white one, which usually I don't do, but oh well. And the way that we can do this, we can right click on this little module, which allows for us to push and or pull from certain things. So for right now, we're just going to do push, which is the orange on the top, blue on the bottom, and that is beautiful. Okay, you can see the frequencies on the top as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to grab two 64K storages here, and we are going to use the mixer like a normal machine. Basically like anything else. We're just going to have to be precise, and that's going to be fine. So let's make up another barrel here. Let's actually, of course, fix configuration real quick. So both eject into... Well, that's going to be the only problem. Well, we can solve this by being a little cheeky, using a backpack. How many upgrades? 1. Perfect. Fluid. Backpack. I think it's tank. Okay. Throw that in there. Put that right there. And then we just get a pipe, which is the universal pipe. Just do it like so. There we go. That should work for that. Okay, and then we just do barrel. Grab out an item pipe. And that should be good. So what we'll do now is we will grab a copper rod recipe. We'll just go ahead and do this one since it's like base material that we need. So we'll say this. And then we're going to say with lubricant, we're going to do creosote. Just like so. And we're going to worry about getting the creosote in the actual thing in a second here. So here's this. Here is this. And as of right now, we would need this lubricant in here. So let's get this figured out. So I've got the other ender tank here. So we're just going to slash back. And we are going to... I think actually quickly grab a 1K. Let's do 4K. Fluid cell. Just because I want to show you guys something as well. And we're going to grab what is called a cell workbench. Cell workbenches are fantastic things. Looks like we've actually got a portable version of this now too. Interesting. We don't really need it, but that's okay. So we're just going to plop this down in the world. Get our 4K fluid cell that we crafted. There we go. Totally meant to craft that earlier. And then now we're going to grab our creosote. And it's not going to work in here. Okay, so we're just going to have to grab a bucket of it. That is fine. And we're just going to right-click in here to then say creosote. All right. And so this will hold 4096 bytes, which I don't actually know what that converts to for buckets. But we will figure that out here in a minute. And we're just going to plop this in here. Okay? And it looks like we've already got some creosote in here. So I'm actually going to take these guys out. Because I don't know why there's creosote in there. I guess maybe it was still in the buffer. And we're just going to dump that into the other one. And is there a way to say we don't want creosote in these? Like, I wish there was a way to blacklist. I mean, what cards can we use? Inverter, overflow, and equal. Inverter. What is an inverter card? Let me close out of this here. Inverter. Invert cards. Swap filters and devices and tools from whitelist to blacklist. That's exactly what we want. So we will snag up 2 of these bad boys. Okay, so 2 of those. We're going to do invert, and we're going to say creosote cannot go into this cell. Okay, same thing here. Invert, creosote cannot go into this cell. Awesome. So then we'll take both of these. We're going to put them back in here, and what that means is these will be available for any other fluids that we may come across or need for the system. Okay, so with that in mind, we should now be able to kind of get this piped into the system. And what I'm going to do as well is change these out to the universal. There we go. And, of course, grab our improved pipe upgrades. And the only problem now is that I have this irons, or this chest here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some cheeky stuff again. We're going to grab a tank upgrade for a backpack. And that should be perfect. Okay. And we're going to grab a backpack. Very base backpack. We're just going to do that. We're going to do tank upgrade. And then we're going to put this here. This here. And if I can, smack that pipe. And this should work as a solution. Cool. Can this thing take acceleration? Another acceleration card? No, it cannot. Okay. But that is working. We should see creosote. Perfect. And then we're just going to slash back. Nope. Slash home. Okay. I'm really just trying to avoid these skeletons, honestly. The apotheosis stuff is definitely a burden. Okay. So that is empty now, which is good. So this thing should be getting low on that pretty quickly. And then what we'll do now is we should be able to set this off to the races, I hope. So let's get a copper rod. I mean, that ran it through, it looks like. And I also probably want to get like a tank or something to empty this out. Or just break the machine so I can get rid of the lubricant inside of it. But realistically, this thing always needs lubricant. So we should be fine with that. We'll just keep this. Because at the end of the day, if this gets overflowed or something, then that's going to be a problem. But it looks like that worked. So if we just say we want some lubricant. Can I not craft it? There it goes. I just have to middle click on it. But that did not work. Oh, it's because I did not set that. Okay. So if I middle click on this. Oh, is it? Did it not? Did it not do? No, I think with the recipe we set is for a much higher amount, isn't it? Yeah. So it's always half a bucket. So that's fine. That is fine. We're just going to say 0.5. Start. And that should be less than a bucket. Okay. So that went quicker than I was hoping, but that's okay. So now we know that this works. Let's just craft one more set of rods. Okay. And there we go. This is empty. Empty, empty, empty. And this is empty. Perfect. So that's exactly what we're looking for. So then the other stuff, we're going to say patterns. Well, what do we need? So I actually can't see what this machine is. That's a problem. So we may want to use chests here rather than anything else. So I can actually interact with the machines behind them. Okay, we're just kind of figuring out some problems. So the wire mill. The wire mill is going to have quite a few different jobs, which of course is things like making copper wire. So let's get that recipe set. And then of course that's going to be leading down to the compressor needing to make copper plates. And then of course we could say use on copper plates, and we could go for the bent plates for the bending machine. And that should be good. So wire mill, which would be this one. And then this one is the bending machine. And then this one is the actual compressor. So we should now be able to come in here and say, hey, we want 16 of the copper wire. So we should see this activate. Should see it starting to send. Of course, this is not going to be fast. Hence why we're going to change this out with 2 electric machines later. But that is working. Okay, so now I just kind of need to go through and set a lot of crafting. One of the problems we're going to run into is that this is going to fill up quite quickly. So we may want to stop at some point and look at getting the extended pattern provider, which is right here. But we do need to get into somewhat extended AE to actually get that far. So that might be next episode. But with that, we are going to wrap this one up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for putting up with my shenanigans. And just thank you guys in general. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.